Hello, everyone. This is Azrin, the language nerd here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we are continuing with the Gujarati script. Last time, in the previous video, we went through the Gujarati vowels. Today, we're going to start going through the consonants. By the way, if you want to practice the Gujarati script, you want to practice writing it, you want to practice reading it, and you're brand new to the Gujarati alphabet, the easiest way to practice it, or rather, I would say the easiest and the best way to practice it, ultimately, at least one of the best ways, is to use the printing sheets that I put in the description box of this episode here. It's also in the previous episode, so you're welcome to go there as well. And you can go to the description box of that episode. You'll also find it there. Okay, you're going to see those printing sheets today because I'm going to share my screen on the printing sheets. So if you're watching the video version, you can actually see the printing sheet. If you're listening to this on the podcast and have audio only, well, you can still, in the description box of the episode, you'll still be able to access the link to the printing sheet so you can see it and use it for yourself. You can use it if you're an adult or a child, doesn't actually matter. Now, we're going to start going through the Gujarati consonants today. Last time we did the vowels. What's interesting about the consonants is, roughly speaking, the Gujarati alphabet is organized in an interesting order. First of all, the sounds, let me actually go back to my face for those of you watching the video. The sounds move from the back of the mouth to the front of the mouth, meaning the further down the alphabet you go, roughly speaking, the sounds, all the letters start using the back of your tongue, and then you move progressively forward in your mouth. Roughly speaking. There are some exceptions as we go along, but roughly speaking, that's what's happening. The second thing that you will notice with this alphabet is most of the letters, not all of them, but most of the consonants have what's called an unaspirated variant and an aspirated variant. I'm going to demonstrate what this means. Let's take the sound K, like a K sound in English, almost like the word cat or cart, for example. If we take a piece of paper, let me grab one here, okay? For people listening on the podcast, you'll just have to imagine what I'm doing. Here I have a piece of paper, okay? I'm going to take this paper, and I'm going to say the word cat. Now, I'll do this sideways. Watch this, okay? Watch what happens. Watch what happens to the paper when I say cat. Oops, sorry. Cat. 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 When I say cat, that K, we get a puff of air that comes out of our mouth when we say the word cat. That K has a puff of air that comes out of our mouth. You can try this at home with a piece of paper. In front of your mouth, when you say cat, the paper is going to move forward. We have other sounds in English. Let's take a K, like a K sound, but let's take a word like sky. Sky also has a K sound. There's a letter K in the word sky. But if I say sky, and I take the same piece of paper and I go sky, 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 you'll notice if you're watching, the paper doesn't blow forward. But in the word cat, right? Cat, 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 it does move forward. So K in the word cat, that K sound is aspirated. We get a puff of air that comes out of our mouth. When we say sky, even though we have the same K sound, that kind of K sound in the word, we don't have a puff of air that comes out of our mouth. That would be called unaspirated. Now, the Gujarati consonants, most of them have an aspirated variant and an unaspirated variant. For example, the letter you're looking at on the screen here, this is G. G. This is like in the word sky. This is like the letter K in the word sky. G, 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 G. This letter, this next one, is K. I'm going to say them side by side. G, K. G, K. G, K. So this one is quite strong. K. Lots of air comes out of your mouth. If you're struggling to aspirate that K sound and to get a really strong K, you're struggling to do that. There's a way you can practice it. The way you practice it is I'm going to stop my screen share. What you want to do is you want to try whispering after you say K. So you go Ka, ka. So you start by whispering and turn the volume on, turn your voice on at the end of the sound. So you go ka, ha, ha, ka, ka, ka. So that's a ka sound. Okay. So again, first word, ga, the first letter rather, ga, no aspiration. Second one, ka, aspiration. Let's look at our next two letters. We have ga, ga unaspirated, ga, ga aspirated. I'll say them both again. Ga unaspirated, ga aspirated. Ga, 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 ga. You're struggling with that aspiration. You're gonna say ga, whisper, turn your voice on. Ga, ha, ga, ha, ga, ga, ha, ga, ha, ga. Right? So you're step one, you say ga. Step two, you start to whisper, right? Like an H, and then you turn the voice back on. Ga, ga. Next two letters are cha and cha. Again, unaspirated cha and aspirated cha. Cha, cha. Next two letters, ja, ja, almost like the word joke in English, really easy to say, ja, and ja. First variant, unaspirated, ja, aspirated, ja, ja, ja. Now this ja, sometimes you'll hear people pronounce it as z. They'll say that's the alphabet letter. Most of the time in my experience, when people speak, they pronounce it as ja, even though sometimes when people are teaching the alphabet, they will say it's pronounced z. But usually when we actually speak, it ends up being ja. And with that aside, let me see here. Do I want to do a couple more letters? Let's do 4 more letters here. Let's do 4 more, then we'll wrap this video up, this podcast episode up here. Here we have da. Da is very close to a typical English T, very close to like a English T, but is no aspiration. This is da, 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 da. Almost like you're saying the word star. When you say the word star in English or station, sta, when we say sta, like the word star in English, that's almost identical to a Gujarati da. The only difference is Gujarati da, you curl the tip of your tongue back a tiny bit. If you're interested in what the technical word for that, it's a retroflex sound. Retroflex is the technical linguistic word for those that really care about pronunciation. So this is da. The aspirated variant, ta. So da, ta. And now we have da, da, like almost like the English word dog, da, 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 and da. This is aspirated. Da, da. So those 4 letters, let's do them again. Those 4 letters are da, ta, da, da. And that's where we will wrap up this consonant video here. Next time, we're going to start with this letter. It's a very difficult letter to pronounce for many people. We'll get to that one next time. So have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me. You can visit my website, azrenthelanguagenerd.com/contact. That's spelled AZ or ZREN, thelanguagenerd.com/contact. You'll find my email there. You'll find all my social media platforms, everything on that one page. And you can contact me as however you like to contact people. Have a wonderful rest of your day, as I said, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Aujo. Bye-bye.